Good afternoon, dear students. Today we are going to continue our essay, The Spider and the Bee, written by Jonathan Swift. And in the previous video, we have some intro of the essay writer Jonathan Swift and his education, his life. And we had also read about the essay that what about the essays particularly, and the essay is in the form of debut, which represents the debut of ancient and modern writers, tells the merits and demerits about all writers like Aristotle, Bacon, Byron, Plato, etc. So in this essay we are going to continue our essay, and this is our essay, The Spider and the Bee. And in the last video we have read that there is a castle at the highest corner of the window, and in which the spider was living very carefree, living very happy. But suddenly an excited bee came there and entered into the house and uh, destroyed the house and destroyed the even shook the foundation of castle. And at this first the spider got frightened, got afraid, and started to imagine that what is this happening. And spider thought that the nature has come to punish himself for the bad deeds which he had commits. And after, but the spider collected all his strength and came out. When he saw the bee standing outside of the castles, he got very angry and started shouting on the bee. And there was little conversation between spider and bee, and here the conversation is going on. So here the spider is saying, sorry, the bee is saying that I was never in such a confounded pickle since I was born. When the spider blamed bee that why you destroyed my house, my castle, then bee replied that I am also confused that what was this castle? What was the construction of this castle? Because since my birth, I have never seen such a castle and such a sticky castle, which made my wings so sticky. Uh, Shra, replied the spider. At this, the spider got more angry and just shouted, Sir, if it were not for breaking an old custom in our family never to steer abroad against my enemy, I should come and teach you better manners. At this, spider started shouting that, Sir, be listen. And spider talk about our old tradition, that if it were the tradition of our family, of our uh, ancestors, that we should stand some distance from the enemy, then I will come to you and teach you the better manners, that what you have did I will punish you for this. But there is a tradition which is preventing me. I pray have patience. But again bee is politely requesting that my friend spider keep patience, said the bee, or you will or you will spend your substance, and for aught I see you may stand in need of it all. Here B is politely requesting that my friend keep patience, or in anger you will lost your precious material which you will need at the time of repairing the house. So calm down. Be calm down, have patience, and if you will have not patience, you will lost your precious material, and which is very useful in the repairing of that castle. Towards the repair of the house, Rog, Rog, replied the spider. But the spider is not ready to listen anything, and again shouting Rog, Rog on the bee. Yet methinks you should have more respect to a person whom all the world allow to be such. So much you are better. Here spider is saying that you came um, to my castle, you destroyed my castle, and still you saying that I should have patience. And now you listen to me. Spider is saying to bee that now you listen to me, that you should have more respect towards me, more respects the particular insect which the whole world give more respect than you. By my truth, said the bee. And on this comment, bee got surprised. That what are you saying? The comparison will amount to a very good jest, and the world is pleased. And you will do me a favor to let me know the reason that all the world is pleased to you, so was hopeful and dispute. And at the point of comparison, when the bee said that, the spider said that we should give respect to the spider because the whole world considered spider better than the bee. And at this comment, bee replied that comparison between you and me will be just a joke. And will you give me just one favor of this dispute? Do you think that this comparison will be hopeful or happy dispute for the world? At this, spider, having swelled himself into the size and posture of a disputant, began his argument. And when the spider listened that he is talking, the bee is saying that it will be just a joke. At this comment, the spider got too swelled, means he collected all his strength and got ready just in the form of true disputant, means true competitor, to get ready to dispute, to ready for debate that who is better, both of them. At this, having swelled himself into the size of a posture and disputant, began his argument in the true spirit of a debate. Means the spider got ready for debate that who is better between us, you or me. True spirit of controversy with resolution to be heartily squirrelish and angry to urge his own reason. And the spider is in his mind thinking that what will be his argument in favor of himself. Out the best regard to the answer or objection of his opposite, means the spider is fully trying to uh, beat his competitor. Who is the competitor? Bee. Means the spider is totally ready that how I will beat my competitor in this debate, in this dispute, that the spider is better than bee. Last regard to the answers or objection of his opposite, and fully predetermined in his mind against all conviction. Not to dispring myself, said he, by comparison with such a rascal, what art thou but a vagabond? Means here spider is now blaming the bee that who are you? Are you an insect? You are just a vagabond. Vagabond is a particular word. Not to disparage myself, means spider he is clearly कह रहा है कि don't talk about me, that I am at the height and you are at the down. Not to disparage myself means don't disrepute me, said spider, by the comparison with such a rascal, means I will not like to compare myself with you, with such a rascal. Who is this rascal? The spider is calling bee the rascal. What art thou but a vagabond without a house or home? Who are you? Bee is clearly commenting on the life of bee, that who are you? Are you just a vagabond, means free person who has not any house, not any home, without stock or inheritance? Means even you didn't get any inheritance from your ancestors, or you don't have any stock in your body. Without stock or inheritance, born to no position of your own, means from since birth you don't have anything which you call that is your own, means you don't have anything of your own. You are totally dependent upon the others flowers and others houses. position of your own, but a pair of wings. What you have? And a drawn pipe. Means total, all in all, you have, means bee have just two things. What? A pair of wings, and another is drawn top, means another is stung. Your livelihood is a universal plunder upon nature. Means you in your whole life depends on the nature, on the blooming of flowers. A freebooter over fields and gardens. Here clearly Spider commented that you are just a freebooter. This is very uh, of the important line, that freebooter over field and garden. Means here the spider is commenting upon the bee that you are just free visitor who visits field here and there and collects some material to collect honey or the other product, and for the sake of stealing. And what you do? What is your job? Stealing. You are a thief. Will rob a will rob a nettle as easily as the violet, whereas I am a domestic animal. Here, the spider has started the dispute and continuously that don't talk about myself, don't compare me with you, because there are totally different our life, and comments upon the bee that you are just a rascal, you are just a vagabond. Vagabond is totally called to a loafer, and you don't have any house, you don't have any stock in your body, you didn't get any inheritance from your ancestors. In fact, you don't have anything which you can call that it's my own. And again the spider comments that you have just two things, uh, a pair of wings and a stung, means which is called drawn pipe here. Again, and the spider says that your life is totally depend upon nature. Means just you just grab the other's life, other flowers life. Your livelihood is a natural plunders upon nature. Means you are totally dependent upon the blooming of flowers, totally dependent upon others nature object. You are just a free visitor over a field and garden. Means you just fly here and there and steals the juice from flowers and create some product free over field and gardens, and for the sake of stealing will rob nettle as easily as a violet. And you will just create for product some uh, to create some product you will just steal, whereas I am a domestic animal. Now Spud is talking about himself that I am a domestic, means I am a royal animal furnished with the native stock within myself. I have uh, my own stock in my body. The large castle is all built by my own hand, and the castle which you have destroyed, the castle which you are seeing, looking, is made with made myself. Means the castle which you have destroyed is made by me with my hands, and material extracted altogether out of my person, and the material which have used in this castle is also produced from my own body, not from the others, not from other object of nature. So here the spider is first keeping his argument that how the spider is superior than the bee, and commented upon the life, upon the body shape of the bee, that who are you, what do you do, and what is your job, you are just a thief, etc. Many comments this spider delivered on the bee. So in the next video we will read that what are the arguments the bee gives in the favor of himself. So it is our video, and uh, this is very interesting essay, and for as we will read this essay we will have some different arguments, that there are double meaning arguments whereas it is domestic animal about the spider and the vagabond. These are very symbolic meaning which we will have to understand. So this is our video. Thank you.